Hello, today I'm going to go over an exploit that you can do on every map. As you may know, you can't play characters on the map that they are the monster for. This means that you can't play Anna on Farmhouse,
Hola.
Molly on Asylum,
Enough already.
Zara on the Inn,
Go to hell.
or Sam on the Town. This is because they are the person possessed by Azazel on each map. With this exploit, however, you actually can play as them on their own map. To do this exploit, you will need a controller. Essentially, you need to have the character you want to do the exploit with selected and be on the map before your character's map in the rotation. For example, if I wanted to play as Zara on the Inn, I would need to have Zara selected and be on the Asylum. On your controller, hover over the row where you select the map, and you want to press the Start Game button and then move your left stick to the right in quick succession. If you do it correctly, it will allow you to change the map as the game starts, letting you play a character on their own map. It should look something like this.
Kinugawa, Japan.
Over here.
You can do this in solo or in co-op. The only downside is the host has to have a controller. If you do the exploit in co-op, then everybody will have to be readied up on the previous map or else the start game process won't get the green light. Also, not just the host can play as the map's character, everybody can. After you do this exploit with the controller, you don't have to play the rest of the game with controller. You can swap back to keyboard and mouse if you want. As you can see, we are both Zara on the Inn thanks to this exploit.
Yes. Sure.
I'm going to go over the effect of this exploit on each map. If you play as Anna on the Farmhouse, it will actually spawn you inside of the attic instead of in the front yard. So as you can see in the video, I do spawn in the attic. Now, after you trigger Anna in the kitchen hallway, she teleports back into the attic. So it makes sense that when you play as Anna on the Farmhouse, you spawn in the attic. So if you use this exploit, you can accidentally soft lock the game, making it unwinnable. If you happen to trigger Anna in the kitchen hallway before you unlock the goat cage in the backyard, what will end up happening is the goats that run out of the cage will not knock down the basement door. So as you can see, they run and they turn away from the basement door. What this means is you can't go into the basement at all, so if any goats spawn in the basement, you will not have access to them, so you are not going to be able to win the game. There is another aspect to this exploit, however. Before you trigger Anna, you can actually open up any of the doors around the map that you want to, and so we're just going to open up these doors as an example. And then once you trigger Anna, it will cause the first 5 goats and all of the keys to spawn around the map. Then you can go into any of the rooms that you already opened before you triggered her.
All mine.
And as you can see, we have the breakfast room key, which means the breakfast room is one of the 5 locked rooms, and a goat spawn inside the breakfast room. The downside, however, is that even though you can enter the room, the goats will actually not respond to the hay until you use the key on the door. So we're going to go in, we're going to try to pick up this goat, and it's not going to respond to the hay because the game still thinks the breakfast room is locked. But as soon as we use the key on the door, we can pick up the goat. Another thing is that since you can go inside locked rooms without having the room key itself, you can get the attic cage key out of a locked room without having any other key. This means that you can get the attic cage key a lot earlier than you're supposed to have it. Now for the Asylum. When you play as Molly on the Asylum, what ends up happening is it will spawn you on a ledge out of bounds directly next to the infirmary.
California, US.
This is similar to the Farmhouse because on the Farmhouse, when you trigger the real Anna, it will teleport her into the attic, and on Asylum, when you trigger the real Molly, it will teleport her to the infirmary. However, I do not know why it spawns you out of bounds instead of inside the infirmary. The only thing you can do here is jump off the map into the void, and once you do that, it will teleport you into the elevator in the basement, which is where you spawn normally. So on Asylum, this exploit is completely harmless. Now for the inn. If you play as Zara on the inn, what will happen is you will end up spawning where all the other characters normally spawn, so this exploit does nothing on the inn, it just lets you play Zara on the inn. It's
This
completely
way.
harmless. And then we're quickly going to go on
It
town.
ends here.
Die, bitch.
If you play as Sam on the town, same thing as the inn happens, you will spawn normally with all of the other character spawns.
Come
So
this
this
way.
exploit is also completely harmless on the town.
Look.
So that is everything you need to know about this exploit. Using this exploit on the Farmhouse will make Farmhouse a lot more complicated, but it does have the potential to save some time. On all the other maps, this exploit is completely harmless, and I think that this exploit will also be completely harmless on any future map. Huge credit to Real Matt from Wii Sports for discovering this exploit. I will link his channel in the description. And if one of the developers are watching this, please do not get rid of this, and instead fix something actually harmful, like spiders going through closed doors. Anyways, that's it for this guide. More speedruns and guides on the way, so make sure to subscribe. Peace.